Viven en un country. Andan en BMW para arriba. Los fines de semana se cogen a las mejores minas. Morfan bien todos los días. El día anterior al partido durmieron tranquilamente en un hotel 5 estrellas y se rascaron la verga durante 24 horas sin hacer nada, jugando al ping-pong y al pool y a la play. Juegan al fútbol todos los días de su vida. Los botines, $6.000, $5.000, no sé cuánto salen, ponele 3.000 mangos, 4.000 mangos, están vendados por un kinesiólogo. Están bien comidos, están bien entrenados. Las medias, que son las que no te cortan la circulación, los pantaloncitos, que son los de los huevos, que no te raspan los huevos, la camiseta te estira la espalda, es la que no transpira, que sale 800 pesos, no sé cuánto sale una camiseta para jugar al fútbol. La pelota es perfecta, perfecta, 120 euros, inflada con un barómetro a 8 bares, la cancha no tiene un solo pozo, el arco tiene 7,20 metros por 2,40. Te aplauden cuando salís a la cancha. La concha de tu madre, no sabés parar una pelota. Le vas a pagar al arco y la tirás a la mierda. Le vas a hacer un pase a tu compañero que está a 1 metro y haces así, se la pasas mal. Hijo de puta, eso me puede pasar a mí con esta panza. No hago.
Hey, you know who they should play this for, bro? Till now, this guy, facts, bro. Facts. I ain't got an intro and he's playing this. Hey, listen, I'll be real. It's not about being negative. Big up, yes, of course. Big up Topside. Big up Jalil in the chat as well. Big up Danny Reacts. Guna SE, bro. I'm telling you, AFCON's ours. I'll be honest with you. AFCON's ours. I don't know if you guys have watched AFCON, any games of AFCON, but if you have, bro, if you want to see proper football, you got to watch us, bro. You got to watch us. How we split up defensives, you know what I'm saying? How I'll be real, bro. We are balling out. But listen, man, they should have played it for Haaland yesterday. But how did he miss that? You know the one that Shirky gave him? How did he miss that? I don't know how, bro. But listen, God's on our side. Obviously, if you're not religious, then it means the football gods, right? Man, someone's on our side. Do you know what I'm saying? Someone is on our side. But listen, starting XI, you know the drill, people. You know the drill. Yeah, except for the goal. Yeah, but that's the thing. They played the low block against us with 11 men. You know what I'm saying? It's not like 10, 11 men. Do you get it? But listen, man. Yeah, we're gonna be level-headed today. I'll be real. Big up Dr. Seymour, by the way. Big up Dr. Seymour, bro. Listen, we're back. Starting XI, people. You know what I'm saying? The lineup's here. And of course, the real lineup is on the screen right now. You know what I'm saying? Me, Views, Jam, and Nat's going to be here in a second, probably. But yeah, man, big up, Views. How we feeling, bro? How we feeling?
The same as every week, mate. The same as every week. It doesn't make it bigger or smaller that it's Liverpool. It's just another game that we got to win. Do you know what I mean? Draw's not good enough. It's another game at home where we got to try and stamp our authority. And that's what I hope they do today. You know what I mean? All the talking aside, you know, we're at home at the end of the day. So I knew this was going to be the lineup, if I'm being honest. So again, that doesn't give me confidence, but we're at home and that's all I can kind of hope for, you know. And then, or just hope that the team that he's put out is actually up for it, because like I said, man, this midfield is with Odegaard in it, it makes it a little bit less fridgy, but only just. Do you know what I'm saying? Only just, to be fair. He's got to have a good game. If he don't, then why is he justified the 5th game that Eze sits on the bench? And you know what I mean? Let's see if he even gets any minutes. So yeah, a little bit disappointed with the lineup. I thought he'd be a little bit more brave. So we'll have to see if he does it in the game. You know what I mean? But in terms of like whether it's a bigger game or a lesser game, it's just another game. We have to win. They're literally all cup finals at this point, you know? And just going back to your last point about the football gods, it's something's going on. You know what I mean? It's not good football, but you know what I mean? Whatever it is, long may it continue. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we just, you know, like I said, a little bit unconfident with that lineup, but I don't think we'll lose. I think worse, it will be a draw, maybe like 1-1 or 2-2 or something like that.
I hear that. We got Jamboy. Jamboy, what are you telling me, man?
Big up,
Arsenal shirt and everything.
Yeah, training.
Positive today?
Training top. Yeah, I agree with what Views did. Big up anyway. Rash and Views in the chat. I agree with everything what Views said. That's exactly the lineup I was expecting. I personally would rather see Eze in the lineup though. This comes down to what way Arteta plays now. I feel if we play attacking, we win. If we don't, if we be too cautious, if we play like we did at Anfield, and people will say, yeah, but we were at Anfield, that's why he locked up. But we're not. We did it at home to Man City as well. So this all depends. I feel if we play well and attack, I think we'll win the game. But I've just got a horrible 2-2 feeling in me. I want us to win. Liverpool and Arsenal games usually have a lot of goals in. That was an anomaly. The first game we played this season, the 1-0. But normally there's a lot of goals. So I'm expecting goals, and I am expecting a win. To be honest with you, so a draw. Yeah, people will say, yeah, but City drew, so we drew, so nothing's changed. But this is where champions become champions. You've got to capitalize on your opponent's points dropping. You've got to. So it's the closer it gets to the game, the more nervous I'm getting, because we know how this goes when the pressure hits. So let's hope it's a good one.
Hey, listen, it makes sense. It makes sense that you're nervous. I mean, it's a big game, bro. We've got a good cushion, right? I mean, I wanted to just before we get into the game, I wanted to get just quickly go through. I mean, listen, man, what is it? City 4 draws? Is it 4 draws?
3.
Like is it 3? Sorry, it's 3 draws, and it's. Listen, man, the football god's with us. The god, something's happening, bro.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Haaland rarely misses chances like that. He opened his whole body where the goalkeeper even saw or anticipated that the ball's gonna be there. I mean, everything's going our way. It's just impossible to fuck up. You know what I'm saying? It's just impossible to fuck up. But if it's one team that I know that will fuck anything up, is Arsenal. I'll be honest. But this is me being level-headed, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I just said the pros and the cons. You get me? The pros are Views. I mean, we got a cushion, we should be feeling relaxed, more relaxed than what we are, don't you think? And what's your feeling about the whole, where we are in the league? And
they don't give out the trophy halfway through. They don't give it out in January or December. So anything can happen. Like all of this talk and all of this confidence and stuff from Arsenal, and I get it, you know what I'm saying? It's something's going on. I did feel like that because I expected City to not take all 3 points at the stadium. I'll be deadly honest with you. I said if they do take 3 points, then that just shows it's just the rest of the league bottling it there. Do you know what I mean? But they didn't. You know what I'm saying? And then they played Chelsea at home, and I thought they'd definitely batter them. And after the first half, I was convinced. I made a video and everything. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm seeing that once you get at them, kind of like us as well, I'm not expecting them to, draw again, at home. Do you know what I'm saying? So you're right. Maybe something is that, judge, whatever, whoever you pray to, whatever goes on, maybe that's, we're going to win the league because the law of averages say we will. But it's not going to be because of good football. And I'll end on this, right? I said it on my show earlier. I liken it to 2 different seasons, 22-23, everyone was confident. Why? Because we were playing brilliant football. That's why we was confident. We was confident in what we saw on the pitch. What we're seeing right now is spits and spurts. So for me, it feels like the invincible season. We literally have to take one game as it comes. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's the feel that I've got. I'm not looking at this football and saying, that's the sign of champions. Do you know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, Liverpool. Look, I watched the Fulham game. It's the same with them. They look really good in patches. Do you know what I'm saying? And then if you get at them enough, you might be able to shake a little something out of the tree. So look, man, I was just hoping that we was going to be a little bit more brave at home today. Zubimendi needed to get dropped. There's no reason that Zubimendi needed to play. Eze should have came in. We should have really had a go at them tonight. It's only literally one guy that would have showed me a significant mind change. So look, and I'll say this, right? Between us and Liverpool, it's 14 points as it stands, right? between us and City, what is it? 5. If we draw
I think
today,
5 or 6. No,
it's
yeah.
5.
Five.
If we draw today, then it's level back on 6. What it was,
Yeah.
right? We need to be increasing that. What is 6 points, bro? That's 2 games.
Yeah, that's too.
Like that's a couple of weeks football, and it's all turned around again. So that's why I'm asking people to keep their powder dry. That's why for me it feels like the invincible season, because we're not brushing teams every single week. We're just doing like good little bursts of play, getting enough goals to win the game, getting some own goals, getting some set pieces, and we're just kind of stumbling on. I don't even think we've clicked yet, So if we do, it could be dark, but if we don't, I don't know if it's sustainable.
I mean, speaking of clicking, Arteta in the press conference, he was like, the team is clicking right now. And I just don't see it. I'll be honest. I don't see the team clicking. I just see us defending well and scoring set pieces. That's what I see. I'll be honest. But Jam, what are you telling me, man? Are you feeling? You should feel really relaxed. I mean, we've got like what 5 points. If we draw today, 6 points. It's quite comfortable, no?
Well, usually with the Arsenal games, it's usually the first sort of 20 minutes, half an hour that you can sort of get an idea of how the game's going to go. We've been here before, and I just feel that the reason I feel edgy and nervous is because I feel that Arteta will be looking at Liverpool as the club that they are, rather than the form that they're in.
Bet them too much, yeah.
And I think that he might respect them too much and just let them onto us and give them confidence.
We're asking you about how you feel about being in first place. I'm talking about the Bournemouth game, and I'm saying we're gonna get
in terms of us clicking.
Yeah, in terms of us clicking. How do you feel about the Bournemouth game and so on?
I think we've clicked in some games for half hour spells and maybe a half, but we haven't done it consistently over a period of games. And the players might be clicking, as in they're all getting on with each other. Well, if that's what he meant, I don't know. But in terms of actual football styles and playing well and playing teams off the park and that, no, it hasn't clicked for me yet. It may well do second half of the season, but I haven't seen 2 games where we've been brilliant in the Premier League on the trot. I haven't seen it. We've had good games, like half games or a game here and there where we've played well there's been games where we've got away with it. I think we've winged it a lot of the time. And I think we'd have a lot less injuries if he had rotated more.
But I mean, first place. How do you feel about it? You think we're going to win this league? You think we're going to win this league,
I'm just going a game at a time. I can't. I do think.
I mean, City are dropping points left, right, and centre.
Something does feel different. But like I said, I feel the only way that Arsenal will win this league is if the others continue to keep dropping points, because I don't feel that we're going to keep winning. I think we're going to drop silly points still. I still think we're going to lose games that we shouldn't. And if Man City continue to drop points, then and Villa, I think that Arsenal probably will go on and win the league. But I'm still cautious. I'll tell you what, if we win tonight, I will have a little bit more optimism, a little bit more. But I won't be going overboard now. So it's still too early.
100%, man. But some people in the chat aren't that very confident. I don't listen, man. I understand it. Big up Darren Martin. Darren Martin is saying, I'm not very confident going into this game. Listen, man. I'm not confident every game. I'll be honest. There's not a game that I'm confident. Can we win games? Yes. But I'm not confident any game. I mean, look, man, a lot of teams are doing us favors. Do you know what I'm saying? We got Sunderland to thank for. We got Brighton now to thank for. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea as well. I mean, Dr. Seymour, bro. We've got at least 5.6 point cushion. Do you feel comfortable in that first place? And big up to you, of course. Big up to you. Nah, we can't hear.
Mute, bro.
Yeah.
He's having, yeah.
Yeah. He's having a stinker. But listen, man, that's what I'm trying to say. Binks is saying we should win this. I think we should win every game. Every game's a final. I don't think we have to.
In regards to the match last night with City and Brighton, it was one of them sort of games. Sorry, because I didn't answer that question. While Seymour's trying to sort out his mic. From what I see of it, I think that both teams could have won it, and they both failed to take their chances. And I think a draw was probably the fair result.
You think so?
Yeah.
Don't you think Man City got clear-cut chances? They just gave him the ball about two or three times.
But Brighton had good clear chances as well at 1-1. So it swings around about. If Brighton take their chances and Man City don't, Brighton win that game. And then Brighton.
But I mean, when you think about it, when you watch Arsenal games, people that actually watch the game, not check it on Google and just read the stats, you know what I'm saying? That actually watch the game. There's a lot of them minute views. There's a lot of them.
I don't do stats. I'm not a stats person.
No. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of people out there. I don't think they watch the game. I mean, there's so many teams that we played against this season. Do you know what I'm saying? This season. And they've had clear-cut chances and missed. You know what I'm saying? Hit the crossbar, hit the post. Raya with mad saves.
Watkins.
Haaland on the inside of the post the other day. I can't remember what game that was. You know what I mean? That was
Sunderland.
Crazy. Yeah, it might have been Sunday. One of them. It's inside of
Chelsea.
The post. Chelsea probably.
They had a 3-day drew, haven't they?
Crazy, bro. Crazy.
But even Brentford hit the crossbar. Do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like they've had chances against us. They just failed to bury those chances. Do you know what I'm saying?
You know what it feels like? It feels like Liverpool last season. Now, I don't want Liverpool fans to get upset because they always get upset when you say this, like you're taking something away from their league. We can't take nothing away from your league. Let me just say that first and foremost. But the rest of the league was pants. We shat the Man City shat the bed. Everyone shat the bed. Look at Tottenham. They've the most losses they've probably ever had in the season. And it's kind of like that a little bit this season. It's the year of inconsistency. I said that I've got City pool fighting for the title and Arsenal, Chelsea third and fourth. How wrong was that? Do you know what I mean? Because anything can happen. Here we are, top of the league. I just don't want him to have the attitude where it's like us and Liverpool. Liverpool are champions. We've got a 14-point gap, so it don't matter if we win this game. I don't want you to have that attitude because that's not who's chasing us right now. Do you know what I mean? Don't get drawn in with Liverpool. We have to keep adding to those points. Otherwise, we could flounder because it's literally a 2-game spin. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I said to Shane on Shane's yesterday. That we could end up doing what Liverpool done last year. We keep getting points and the rest are just dropping points. But also,
that's what we hope for. Yeah.
So
that's what I'm hoping for anyway. Like the fact that it's only 6 points. Like I said, what is that? It's a 2-game swing. Like we can play.
Yeah.
We could.
We've got Etihad. We need to go. We need to go Etihad. So we need to go Man City away. So that's going to be a tough game.
We need to get so far in front that the others just give up.
Right. Basically, yeah.
Then I'll be confident. Look, my birthday, is in April. If we can get to my birthday and still be top, then I will start to really believe then. You know what I mean?
Does it matter how many points? Does it matter?
I think it will, yeah. I think it will. It will matter.
2 points.
How many points is enough for you to like believe?
I want to be where we are with Liverpool now, 14 points. I want that type of gap with City. 12 minimum. I'm not even joking. Like you're laughing, but that's only a 4-game swing.
If we're 12 points clear in April, I think we win the league.
I'm being deadly serious, bro, because Arsenal, we shit the bed. I'm 41 years old. I'm old enough to remember we shit the bed, bro. So, like I said, it needs to be double digits, 12 minimum. Like I want to be 14 in front of City, like we are in front of Liverpool. So Arteta needs to fix up and look sharp, mate, and stop doing this, defensive rubbish.
I think, listen, this is the way I see it, man. When you're going against City, it's kind of like when you're running away from the feds and you can't turn around. You can't turn around. It doesn't have to be the feds. It can be anybody. If you're running away from something, do not turn around because by the time you turn around, you're going to trip. You're going to trip. You're going to fall. They're going to catch you.
We think to run and go off into a dead end.
Yeah, exactly.
Or a fence you can't get over.
They gave us the wrong map, you know what I mean? Like, I was saying, what's this? There's a tunnel and bare shovels. You have to start digging, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You find the gold. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
facts, man, facts. Adam is saying no Havertz on the bench. Listen, man, you ain't gonna see Havertz this season until the end of the season, probably. You know, he's had a setback. Yes,
Yeah,
he's had a
100%.
setback.
This is like the second one, I think, you know.
Yeah, it is actually. It's funny, but it's not. Do you know what I'm saying? It's funny because when you think about it, it's fucking up a 285,000 a week kind of player. I mean,
Has he
listen, man, for
overdone him
me,
in
that's just
training?
not good enough.
Is
Yeah.
Ethan on the bench?
Yeah, I think so. I think that Ethan is on the bench. Big up Jezza. Big up Jezza.
Big up,
He's
mate.
here. He's here.
Sorry,
Jez, just to bring you into the conversation. I mean, we've got what 5 or 6 points cushion when it comes to Man City between us and Man City. Do you feel confident now, Jez, or do you need more points for you to start believing?
6 points, 8 points is great, but that could be reduced if we lose tonight. So I'm not going to jump up and down and say that this is all job and done, because it could all go rapidly very wrong. I'm not saying it will. I'm confident we'll win 2-1. That's my prediction, which will put us even further ahead. But we know what can happen with this team. We know what can happen with this manager. He likes to tinker. He likes to play and put us into difficult position. So right now we're sitting good. We're looking good, and I'm confident. But come and talk to me at 11 o'clock tonight, and we'll see the difference.
100%. Big up Natstar though. Natstar's in the building. He's got the Arsenal shirt. Natstar, you're believing, aren't you? I can see you. I can see you wearing the Arsenal shirt
as well. You know,
everyone's wearing the Arsenal shirt except me. Are we starting to believe? Are we starting to believe?
You must believe.
We must believe. Thank you. I mean, Nats, copy and paste to you, man. 6 points or 5 points between us and Man City. Is that enough? Is that enough for you to start believing?
Nowhere near, especially at this point, brother. Nowhere near.
Yeah.
If we're like 6 points with 2 games to go, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I think we'll probably even with this manager, just get over the line. But now, no chance. We could be 15 points clear at this point, which we kind of should be, let's be honest. I'm still not confident.
Facts.
Because this manager will always revert to type. I'm looking at the starting 11. I know I came through late, apologies and all of that. You know, thanks for having me on. Right. As always, Rashid, big up to the panel, big up to the chat, much appreciated. I'm looking at that lineup and I'm like, okay. I mean, the back line, we kind of knew it was going to be that. The midfield as well to a degree, but then like going forward, you know, for me personally, it's nice to see Martinelli go back on the bench because he ain't a starter no more, especially out on the left. He can't do it. Trossard's been our best attacker, arguably our best player, technically. You know, Rice is on fire. Odegaard, we know what we're going to get. Odegaard, Nick and the Living God, number 10. I'm sorry, and I'm not at the same time. He's just not it, man. He's just not it. He slows it down way too much. If he was playing next to Rice and we had
people are saying that he had 3 good games, I heard.
Yeah.
I heard that he had 3 good games.
That's the thing, bro. Like if Odegaard was playing next to Declan Rice and we had Ebery Eze in number 10, I could hear it. Do you know what I'm saying? But the problem is because we bought Zubimendi and he ain't gonna drop him. He ain't gonna drop him. And granted, recently he's not been playing too bad. He's done all right. Recently, he's done all right. But again, when you make Odegaard club captain, this is the problem that you create. And he has created that for a number of years. Like, we've got a very good, if not debatably great squad now. The only thing that's going to hold us back is this manager. No one can debate it. No one can dispute it. This is where it's at right now. Right here, right now, Fat Boy Slim settings. We know what we need to do tonight. We know what the objectives are. You know, you don't spend $1 billion in the space of like what 5 years or so. if we were just going to get top 4. Because if top 4 was the aim, we would not have spent anywhere near as much as we've spent. Anywhere near.
Yeah,
we don't need to spend
that gives me a bit of hope. I'll be honest. That gives me a bit of hope. Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah,
exactly. And here's the thing: this manager knows it. Trust me. He will down the line bring back Havertz when he's fit, when he's ready to play. But to be honest, it will be to our own detriment. And when he does that, which we all know he will, that will be his final curtain call. Because Berta don't rate him. We know that. You got Michele now, our new diamond eyes, and Garlic's there because he's Berta's bitch, and he'll do what he's told, and then he'll be out the door when he fucks up the base. It's as simple as that. And even Josh Kroenke, in my personal opinion, and I'll end it on this, is just like, well, you've had all of this time, top 4, blah 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 blah, but I've invested a lot of money here. We need trophies. No more excuses and all of that. And if you keep doing what you're doing, you're out by the end of the year. And that's the thing. We don't win anything this season. He's out the door. I know it. It could happen earlier, but for damn sure, he will be out the door. So tonight, I want to see a proper performance. I want to see even the like Odegaard and Zubimendi just turn up. Prove me wrong. Just play the ball a bit earlier. Go forward. Take a risk. Grow some bollocks. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, have a bit of about you. Do you know what I'm saying? Have a bit of like panache. Have a bit of style. If you're on 240k a week, I expect
challenges.
Yeah, I expect proper teams, bro.
I expect proper. I can't lie.
I don't expect you to just fold like a deck of cards, mate. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, man?
Big up, lads, man. Big up, lads. Dr. Seymour. Hey, listen. They're always telling me about context. That's all I'm hearing. Context. So the context is 6 points or 5 points. You know what I'm saying? League. How are you feeling?
Yeah, well, okay. So is the mic working now this time?
Big up, brother.
Let's go. All right, get in there. All right, big up, Rashid. Big up on views, Jam Boy, Nat Star. The legend, Godfather, Jez, and the chat. Bless up to you, every one of you here. So these dickheads want to talk about context, right? Well, here's a little bit of context for them, all right? We have seen this club bottle the league title in 2007, 2008, in 2013, 14, in 2015, 16, in 22, 23, in 22, and 23, 24. How's that for context, Arteta sexual?
There you go.
Shit, all right?
We're the highest. I think we're the highest in the last 20 years. I think we're the highest team. I don't know if I'm wrong. We're the highest team to kind of like bottle the league. I don't know if I don't know if it's 100%, but yeah, I saw it somewhere.
I think we are, and even those five instances, I didn't even mention 2002, 2003 as well, for that matter, right? So when these idiots want to talk about context, let's talk about context, all right? This manager has failed to get over the line despite having all the GTA 5 cheat codes in order to actually, win the damn game, and still hasn't been able to do so. And much like yourself and everyone else on this panel, I'm sure, and as well as in the chat, I want to be proven wrong. I don't like to satirize my club, but the fact of the matter is, satirizing this club has been the most fun and entertainment that I have been given by Arsenal. It's why I have developed a moniker of being Arsenal's chief proctologist. Like, are you fucking kidding me, people? I shouldn't have to be doing this, right? I should be seeing armpits in May. I should be seeing armpits lifting up a trophy at least once a year. That is that is the it really is funny because we charge tickets like a big club. We market and we also advertise ourselves like a big club. The only thing that we don't do is win silverware like a big club.
And we pay the players like a big club. We pay the manager like a big club.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. You know, and we have a global fan base like any big club. So for the fact that we are, you know, so the fact that we are checking off all those other boxes and we're still talking about, well, you know, like where's the silverware? Like why is our trophy cabinet so dusty? You know, like people are rather, you know, like I mean, like as I'm sure we would all agree, you know, like this has been reflective of justifying a top 4 finish. We have unfortunately been recycling mediocrity over the last 2 decades, and you know, like, and every single time that we have fallen short, we fail to take accountability and we fail to enact an inflection point, understanding like where we have gotten it wrong and what we need to do better, or rather what we need to do period to get over the line. In my perspective, like I mean, like it's a very linear equation. You know, like we have seen now in these last six and a half years, like the last 6 years under this manager, we have seen a lot of people come and go from this club. Right, the only people that have continued to be here at this club are the owners,
Facts.
the manager, and Richard Garlick. The rest, everyone else has either come through the door or has left the door. So when we talk about, you know, so if God forbid, I swear down, like if we win tonight, even if we don't win tonight, but if we don't win the league, and if we don't, I mean, like honestly, like considering all the expenditures that we have seen under this manager, we should be walking the treble. We should be, right? But again, but this world is not about ifs. It's not about shoulds. It's about concrete evidence. It is, you know, like, so like, for example, there is a branch of philosophy called epistemology. So folks, let's listen in, right? So epistemology in philosophy, epistemology is the study of knowledge, how we come to truth. And there are 2 separate forms of truth. There is both a priori knowledge and a posteriori knowledge. A priori knowledge is something that is implicit, just things that we believe, just, you know, rather. But then there's a posteriori knowledge that is seen, visually experienced. We have no precedence. We have nothing tangible, both as a fan base or the manager itself. We have nothing tangible to suggest that we are able to get over the line. And I know I'm waffling, and I'm really going to stop here. But ultimately,
that was good. That was good, man.
You know,
like
good.
Big up to you, Dr.
You know, like, and when I say, like, when I hear people talk about, oh, you know, like I have all this belief that this manager's going to get over the line. Like, I mean, like it's like it is entirely emotionally driven. It is nothing based on concrete evidence.
Yeah. That's the one.
Facts. 100%. Listen, we got to get into this game. Look, they got Bradley, Van Dijk, Konate, Kirkes, Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai in that midfield. Frimpong, Wirtz, Gakpo. Listen, man, it's Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? It's Liverpool. It doesn't matter where they are in the league. Doesn't matter how their form is. It's a big game for them, and I'm sure it's a big game for us. Views. What are you telling me, bro? The reason why I didn't name the Arsenal starting lineup is because it's the same every week. So there's no need for me to name the lineup. So yeah, tell me, how do you feel about this game, man? How do you feel?
Yeah, like I said, you know, we're at home. You know what I'm saying? I'm not confident with the lineup. Odegaard's gonna have to have a good game to justify why Zubimendi's in there. Because, like I said, we're at home. You expect two DMs when you're away from home, not at home. You know, Rice, Zubimendi should have sat down today. Maybe even Trossard now. I know Trossard's been having a bit of a belter, but these are all purple patch guys. You know, I've heard certain Arsenal fans saying, "Oh, he ain't linking up the play. He ain't scoring enough headers. You know, can't wait for Kai Havertz to come back in. You know, Trossard on the left, Saka on the right." Well, hold on, that's last season. So what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's last season. And now you're wishing for that to come back. Well, what was the problem with last season? Now you're asking what we was missing last year to do what the guy last season was doing. It just makes no sense whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Literally. So look, man, like I said, I watched the Liverpool-Fulham game. There was some good moments in it, good bits of play. Frimpong, someone we're gonna have to look out for. But this is the team that I thought he would play as well, though. You know, this is a very predictable team at this moment in time as well, because of, you know, the stuff that Slot said. And I'm going to give Slot a little bit of credit here, because I was saying, as the champion, maybe he's playing a little bit of a mind game with the Ekatike news. You know, why Arteta plays mind games, you got no idea. He ain't won anything. You know what I'm saying? Not for 5 years anyway. So, you know, if Slot was to do mind games and then all of a sudden Ekatike was in the front line, it might be a little, do you know what I mean? But no, he's not lying. Ekatike is injured. so there's no Ekatike. So yeah, I mean, look, we can win the game. We're at home. I'm expecting us to win it. You know, I'm saying with this lineup, the worst I'm expecting is a draw. So yeah, I'm confident we can win it. But like I said, if we do, just keep your trousers dry. Do you know what I'm saying? Just keep everything dry, please. Where's Ethan? Where's Ethan? I need to know if he's on the bench.
You know, I think they put the bench up. Let me just someone posted the bench. Big up Jalil, man.
Is Ekatike actually out, or is he on the bench?
Oh, here's the subs. No, Ethan's not on the subs. You've got Kepa, Lewis Skelly, White, Norgard, Marino, Eze, Nelly, Madueke, and Jesus.
Get out, Ethan, man. Get out.
Free Ethan, man.
Free Ethan. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. Jamboy. I mean, looking at this lineup, how are you feeling now? Are you still predicting a 2-2 draw? Is that still your prediction? And sorry, Views, what's your prediction? What's your prediction? Just so we get an idea about what are you going? Like, you've seen the lineup.
The lineup's not giving me confidence, man. The lineup's not giving me confidence. I know we ain't gonna lose. Like, I don't know. I feel confident we won't lose, but I'll say 1-1.
A draw makes sense. Jamboy, what do you feel about this game then? And your prediction?
I'm not going to change, because that's exactly the team that I thought would start. It's exactly the team. The only difference is what roles the midfielders are playing. Because if it was down to me, I would have Odegaard pushing forward. I don't want to see him picking the ball up on the edge of our box. I'd have him pushing forward, maybe playing in the 10, and then I would have either Zubimendi or Rice, only one of them, going to join in, and one of them just staying back, and then alternate, or if that's the word, alternate. And I'd have that. That's how I would see this game out. If he keeps Rice and Odegaard too deep, then I just don't.
You think they're going to pile up with pressure? Like, they're going to put pressure on us?
I just don't want to see us playing too cautious and not like Nat said, not taking a risk. I would rather if we're gonna draw or lose this game, I'd rather us have a go and lose or draw it than not have a go and draw or lose it, because you've got to take opportunities by two hands. You've got to grab the opportunities. You've got to. If you don't go for it, it's what ifs. Like against Liverpool the first time, City at home. Like who else was it? Nat said that as well. We should be 12 points clear right now. We should be.
Fact.
But like I said, I'm sticking with the 2-2, and I'm praying that I'm wrong, and I hope we win. I am. I want us to win so bad. I really want us to win this game.
I'm sure you do. You've got to ask them.
Jez said the other day, form goes out the window in these games, and it does. That Liverpool team is pretty strong. And if 6 of them players play their A games, we could be in a bit of trouble if we don't play well. So I think Zoboslai has got the sort of mentality I want all of our players to have. I think he's going to be right up for this game. The way he answered that question the other day, I don't know if you all heard it.
Yeah, I
heard it. They said, "How do you feel about Arsenal champions elect, etc.?" And he just dismissed it and went, "We are the champions." You know what I mean? That's like, have some of that. You know what I mean?
You know, and ironically enough, ironically enough, like on Twitter, it just came out, that we were actually scouting Szoboszlai, and Edu completely tanked the idea.
Makes sense. Edu's gonna get sacked, by the way.
Yeah.
You hear about that? Edu's gonna get sacked from Nottingham Forest, people. Nottingham Forest. And you not allowed it for all this time. Do you know what I'm saying? You allowed it for all this time. But Jez, I want you to give us a bit of history, just a bit of history between Arsenal and Liverpool, just a little glimpse of like the whole history between the two clubs, and what you think of the lineup and what you think of the game.
Knowledge.
Well, you know, I said this the other night. Throw all the form books out the window, because Arsenal and Liverpool games are historically very unpredictable. Been here so many times before, where was it 4 years ago, 2-0 up at Anfield, cruising it, right, and it ended up with a 2-2 because one of our players decided to do nonsensical stuff. History-wise, between our two clubs is immense. Now, I've always said Tottenham are a tribal rival. Man United, Liverpool are main rivals because we've beaten them, they've beaten us to win trophies over many, 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 many years. So tonight it is basically a cup final. We're going to have two teams go toe to toe. They're not going to come to the Emirates and give up. Let's put it right. Yeah, because they're not going to want to give up that championship anytime soon. And it's going to be a tough ask tonight. Arteta's got to get the tactics right. It's pretty much the team I expected him to put out when I was chatting to Lee last night, early hours of the morning, ridiculous time in the morning. It's pretty much what I'm expecting. The Liverpool team is pretty much what I'm expecting. It's now down to what he does with the tactics and how he sets the team up and how he lets them play. If Arteta lets the team play with freedom and do what they want to do, then I'm confident. I'm very confident that we will beat them and we'll walk away with 3 points. If he doesn't, and he wants to play the boring tippy-tack, sideways, backwards shit, then we're in trouble. Because at the end of the day, what we can't have being overwhelmed in the midfield. So the midfield tonight have got to step up. So that means Zupimendi, Odegaard and Rice have got to do a proper job. Odegaard is always the weak link, in my opinion. Rice will give his 101%. Zupimendi, not sure, but we'll see. But to answer your question, mate, look, throw all the files and all the stats out the window this season, the last season, the season before that. Arsenal, Liverpool is a totally different prospect, totally different game. No different to Arsenal, Man United. And two apart, Arsenal, Chelsea. And we got them coming up next. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, guys. Interesting one.
100%. Big up Shane saying even a draw is a disaster. Comprehensively proves that we will never put our foot on our challenger's neck. I think we'll win though. So he thinks we'll win, but we need to go out there and make a statement. Nats, what are you telling me, man? Are you feeling like are you feeling like we could beat this team 3-4-0, or are you feeling we're gonna scrape a win? Or what's your thoughts, man? What's your thoughts on this game?
I sense a stinker. We should, in theory, win 3-4-0, but like Jez eloquently put it, these games are always a bit unpredictable. They're tricky. You never know what's really going to happen. The only thing really predictable is this manager. Like we know when the pressure's on, we know exactly what he's going to do. He's going to revert to time. Now, I'm going to say something that I said, I believe, on Aaron's channel. Big up to Aaron, by the way.
Big up,
Aaron. I said this, I think this was last week. I said, these players, when we get the ball, I don't care if the manager's frantically jumping up and down like an Energizer bunny. I don't give a shit. Play how you want to play, because if we play how we want to play, how the players want to play with the ball, we'll beat anyone. We'll beat anyone. The reason why we're not beating everyone is because these players are sticking to the task of the manager. See, the things with Arteta knows how to set up a team defensively and being pragmatic. Yes, we've conceded more goals than we should have done at this point so far, but at the same time, it's just like, well, seeing as that's the case, you might as well go for it, especially in the bigger games, and be more consistent with it. So what I want to see tonight, but I don't think it's going to happen, I want to see the likes of Odegaard. You know, we know he's going to get a lot of the ball. I want him to take charge, take authority, lead by example. You're the captain, club captain, right? I expect you to have, at the very, very least, a 7 out of 10 performance. Because let's be real, let's keep it all the way James Brown. Ain't it funky right here, right now, Fatboy Slim Sense? Do you know what I'm saying? He has not delivered a 7 out of 10 for a while now. He's not delivered a 7 out of 10, and that's minimum. 240k a week. You should be doing that on a regular fucking basis. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to see this team go for it. But the lineup and the way this manager is, he is beyond stubborn. He's petulant, like a child. He is absolutely petulant. And he's petty, and not in a good way as well. I'm petty, but he's petty in a whole different other way. Yeah, he wants to do things his way, even when everyone else can see their nan and their dog that it's wrong. He'll do the complete opposite, and that's the sign of a bad manager. That's even the sign of a bad coach. That's Sunday league. That's schoolboy level. Do you know what I'm saying? And partly that's why we've got so many injuries. So I want us to manage the game. It's all well and good keeping the ball, but if we do nothing with it, it means nada. But ultimately, the way I see this game panning out, it will be cagey in the first 20, 25 minutes. A few things might happen before halftime. We might score, they might score, but I think ultimately, at the end of the game, at the end of the day, right, tonight I see a 2-1. We'll just about get over the line.
We'll scrape it, basically.
Yeah, basically. And then the manager will jump up and down like we've already won it. But there's still a long way to go. We're still in all cup competitions. We've got a Portsmouth on the weekend. I expect the whole first team to be rested. I don't care. Our youth team should be able to beat Portsmouth. Let's be real. And we got Chelsea coming up after that. Especially with the fact that
manager bounce.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, manager bounce. Diary of a CEO merchant. That's what I live in. Diary of a CEO, whatever his name is, yeah? That guy, right? If we don't beat Chelsea and we don't get through to the League Cup final, for me, to salvage the season, he's got to go. And then this is my final message. Final thing I want to say when it comes to Andrea Mafioso Bad Boy Berta, mate, yeah? Make the right decision. Cut the head of the snake before it gets haywire, before it gets out of control, right? Because this season is definitely salvageable, even with these players running on barely 50%, if that. Do you know what I'm saying? We could give it to Airport Albert till the rest of the season. We don't need to make a decision on our new manager. You know, from what I hear, Luis Enrique is not signing a new deal, and he'll probably be available in the summer. So we need to be firing on all fronts. You know, I want us to take it to teams. I want us to destroy teams like we used to. But I'm just not convinced that this manager has the cojones to back up all of his bullshit for 6 years to get it done. And you're going to see that tonight, why we won't win the league unless the players turn up and is like, fuck Arteta, I don't give a damn what you're saying. We're playing how we want to play, because you can't bench all of us. You can't sideline all of us, take us all out of the squad. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of these players have got to start thinking like that. We know that Odegaards are just happy to be there, the Norgard.
Yeah, but there's 11 players that play every week. They're going to be happy that they're playing and their spot is not in jeopardy. Like, for example, Saka shouldn't be playing. Odegaard shouldn't be playing. Players have come in and performed better than them. They should be playing. I mean, Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't think that's gonna happen. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I feel like there's only 5 players in this Arsenal squad that deserve to play or can play for a bigger club than Arsenal. Probably Saliba, Gabriel. Who else?
Rice now,
Rice,
especially from this season. Like,
Rice, maybe Raya, maybe.
I think to be honest, like, you know, with the way
Timber.
Timber as well. With the way things are and the way things are going, after that Villa performance, we should have been 4-0 down by half time.
Yeah.
But you noticed boos at half time. If it's 0-0 at half time, I want even more boos. I want to hear and see the fans discontent. Yes, you're always going to get a number of them that go down the concourse and all that, do all of that malarkey and all that bollocks. Yeah, we know what we're dealing with here. But I want to see accountability from the majority of the fans tonight, especially if it's 0-0 at half time, or even if we're 1-0 down at half time. Because this manager has been getting an easy ride way too long. The likes of Odegaard, etc. Even Saka, as much as I like Saka, as much as I rate Bukayo Saka, he ain't been performing. Like you said, Rashid, Madueke should be starting. You know, Martinelli was starting way too much. Now, you know, we've got Trossard.
Trossard deserved to start.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like the list goes on and on and on. But accountability, as we all know, people on here and in the chat, is the best ability. Not availability, it's accountability. As long as we keep this manager and keep these players accountable, right, like we did against Villa, then we can see, especially in the second half, potentially that kind of performance. But I want a 90-minute performance. And we need one today, because truth of the matter is, they win this game, they're 11 points behind. And no one's been consistent. They could make that up if they're consistent and everyone else isn't. So they're not going to give up on the title just yet. Yes, it's more City. Villa will be there or thereabouts, but they'll fall off at the end because I don't have the squad. But if we're meant to be the best team in the country, the best team in Europe, the best team on the planet, we should be beating these lot, albeit Liverpool, the heritage and all of that, convincingly. Because this manager is doing the whole sentimental vibes, cartel kind of like, well, he's basing it more on history rather than the present. He doesn't live in the present like most of the fans think he does. The fans are more present than this manager, and the fans are more positive than this manager. Let's be real. Their Lord and Saviour is negative. More often than not, he's shown it. But we're the negative ones, but we're saying, I back these players, we back these players. We know they can play, and with the squad that we've got, even with injuries and players dropping like flies and all that.
The manager, we don't.
But the manager is holding us back. That's the bottom line, people. If this manager doesn't change, I want Andrea Berta to pull the plug. Give it to Airport Albert till the end of the season. We can salvage the season, even if like we're out of the League Cup.
Give it to the set piece coach. Why bother? You know what I'm saying? Give it to the set piece coach.
I think the set piece coach is
if you don't take accountability, if you don't take accountability
from the Champions League, maybe is an outside chance for sure. You know, if we get rid of this manager, but with this manager, nah, he knows he has to win this season. He knows he has to win the league this season. There's no more excuses. He knows if he doesn't win anything this season, he's done. A League Cup and an FA Cup doesn't save him. For me, I've always said this for the longest, and I'll end it on this. The only way this manager stays is if we win the Champions League. That's it. The league for me is not enough, because $1 billion after 6 years, and you only have won one league and one FA Cup, that's horrible. Even Wenger's first 7 years was better. So I don't want to hear no bullshit. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'll leave it at that.
So Dr. Seymour, we're going to end on you. This is the thing, yeah, for context. Liverpool scored 27 goals from open play. Arsenal scored 22. Run with it. Run with it.
Yeah,
Run with it, Dr. Seymour.
So, you know, ironically enough, I actually work in data analysis and statistics, and that, you know, like, and we would call that rather like irrelevant data. You know, like really and truly at the end of the day, you know, rather, you know, like I mean, like goals scored or goals scored, but but once you really like dive into like the minutia as far as oh well, they scored more open goal plays than we have. I mean, that's that is great, but I think overall, like in the league, we have scored more goals than them as a whole. I mean, like it's not to take away that we need to be like scoring more goals, and that we need to have a variety of how we do get the ball over the line. But I mean, like at least in context, like for this match, it just has no pertinent value to me, at least. So to that end, like as far as the match is concerned, I think like why I absolutely hate predicting like match predictions is simply because like Arsenal this season has been a tale of two different halves, where like rather like we're oftentimes like the first half we are very slow, we are very groggy, like as if we just had like a long night out, like rather like over in West End, and like and they're still recovering like from the day after, and then there are games where we had completely taken it rather against like the opponents, like whether was like against like Atletico Madrid, against Bayern, against Spurs, and like one of the greatest problems that I've had with this season is the lack of consistency. It's so that second half performance that we had against Villa, I want to see like in a full 90, and I want to see it across a span of games. Like rather that second half should not be an isolated incident. So yeah, so wait, so you funny.
He said, by the way, context, yeah, one big trophy isn't enough. White boy wasted.
gang, but
yeah.
So look, I mean, like, so
Adam, man, he's funny as fuck.
Like, so in my heart, like so in my heart, like I'm hoping for a 3-1 victory. I mean, like not only are we home, but we have been relatively.
No. What do you expect the game to be? Not what you hope, because we all hope. I hope 12-0. Do you know what I'm saying? What do you think? What do you think's gonna?
So I mean,
what do you predict?
There are a lot of variables at play. Not only to how we set up and how we take the game at them, but also as well like how they set up. Like and I think like another gripe that I personally have had, that a lot of people have had as well, is that we are very predictable to set up against. Like and at the end of the day, like if Slot adheres to that narrative of basically rather just stinking out the place, frustrating us like for the entire first half, squeezing a goal on the counterattack, that's how they would beat us. So considering that they have a lot of key players injured, considering the fact that we are also fielding a very strong squad, personally I would have started an Eze, Rice, Lewis Skelly midfield instead of what we have. I know we got a bounce because the match is about to start. So ultimately, I'm hoping for a 3-1, but I can really see like a 1-1 draw. I can even potentially see like a 1-0 either way.
Yeah. I hear that, bro. Big up to every one of you. Big up Views, Jam, Jezza, Nats, and Dr. Seymour. Dr. Seymour,
Rash,
this is your first game, right? This is his debut.
Rash, I'm driver now.
Yeah. Oh, you're driving now?
I'm driver now, yeah? And I did.
Yeah. Driver, man.
He's the man. He's the getaway.
Facts, you heard that, my people. You heard that. Big up the chat as well. Big up the chat. They've been here for a long. It's been an hour. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everyone that joined in. You know what I'm saying? You have to like and sub. You know what I'm saying? Like and sub. I always forget that. Like and sub, my people. You know what I'm saying? You've liked the show. It really helps. It really does, and it helps every one of us, man. And we're out, people. We're gonna raid Lee Gunner, and we're out. Yeah.
Big up,
come on, you Gunners, right?
Big up,
Come on, you Gunners.
Gunners.